Hello everyone, gshock here. Today I'm gonna talk about a very old G-Shock watch that I've been wanting to make a video about for years now. Ever since I got it, but haven't got a chance, but today it is time. This is called the DW-620 Vintage G-Shock watch, released way back in the year 1995. Let's zoom back a little bit and have a closer look at the history of this thing. Now, if you go to your perfect Bible, if you own one, from 30th anniversary, 2011 or 35th anniversary, you wouldn't be able to find any information at all regarding this watch in here. And that's where a non-perfect Bible, just some random magazine, will be coming handy. I already made a video about this magazine before, you could check those out for further details. But this one have it here on the Baby G section, which started in the year 1994 by the way. Later in the year 1995, when Casio just spammed us with hundreds of Baby G watch, basically the same watch but different design, different color, just like what they're doing today with pretty much every month. This is it, BG120 series, called the London model. I don't know why they came up with that name, but it is called the London model. Baby G came out first on May of 1995 at 9,700 yen. Later on September of 1995, when they came out with the same watch, right? The exact same sizing, function, design, everything is still exactly the same, except instead of stamping Baby G here, they just changed that part to G-Shock. And that's pretty much it. So if you own a Baby G one or a G-Shock ones, the parts are interchangeable. Now, speaking about sizing, here's a quick comparison to a modern G-Shock watch. Here's GAB 2100, quite big. This is a DWE 5600, still fairly big. And some random watch I got here, a Frogman G-Shock watch. That is how small this thing is. In fact, the size is
actually 40.9 millimeters with size. The thickness goes about 13.1 millimeters and 44.4 millimeters in length.
This watch is very lightweight as well. I mean, like most Baby G watch, but since it's an older model, it didn't have a lot of things going on the circuit board, it is much lighter. Now, what makes this thing great is the face dial. Aside from the retro futuristic robotic design with the edgy look on it, it still have some curvature all around, but it still have this G-Shock-ish appearance to it. The stripe have this G logo with stripes all the way down here. You could feel the texture, which is nice, and all the way to this side as well. This is the original buckle with Casio Japan sign underneath that. The watch band keeper is not the original one, so it broke, so I have to use this silicone strap that I pulled off of another band. The buttons comes in silver, same with the screws, 4 of them, which guarded by the watch bezel, making it quite hard to press without damaging or scratching the bezel if you're pushing the buttons with your nails. Here's the test screen for the watch. You see there's a lot of things going on in here. Casio WR 100 meters, so I guess 10 motors, and only light 12 to 24 hour mode and adjust with some lines surrounding in gold and shock resist over there. Right now, here is the regular watch display. You can see where this, I would say, name come from for the modern one. People call this the traffic light. That because of this red, yellow, and green. There's finish, 5 minute, and start. Well, that is for the timer function, which will go afterwards, but right now I'm going to show this animation thing over here. So this is the day display for the watch. Right now it is Friday, date 26th of May, time down here, some indicator for split, signal, and alarm if you turn those on. I'll cover it out afterwards as well. Now, today is Friday, right? Now, if I press the light button over here, look at that. There's some animations going on and a dancing animation as well. There are 3 different variants. That's the first one. Here's the second one. And I believe this is the third one. There we go. A third variant, pretty much like a break dancing, which is popular way back in the 90s, even early 2000 as well. So that's where this watch comes in. Now, first function that you could see in here is, well, this is the alarm mode with timekeeping still available over there, which is nice. You can see the AL being danced around in animations up there, which is nice as well. You can set it up by pressing the adjust button, and this is where you could just turn off the signal or turn off the alarm. or just turn both of those off with that triangle indicator down there. Really small, but you could still see it because it's coming in this positive display. Then here is the timer mode. I set it up to 7 minutes. Now if I press start with this button down here, you can see that there's the graphics now going on backwards like that. Timer countdown, and the start already going on, so that's why only green light glows up when we reach to the last 5 minutes, and then this part will turn off and then finish. You get the point, right? But now let's skip to the next part. This is the stopwatch. As you can see from the animation, ST, right? Then just start it up. That's how the animation goes, and that's pretty much it. It will go for 24 hours, I think. Now back to home timekeeping, and that will summarize all of the functions that this watch have, which I believe roughly the same as the standard G-Shock watch we have today, for example a 5600 model, except with this a bit more fun. We have some animations on there, still you have the seconds counter over here. If you're bored, you could just press the light button, you could see some dance going on there, which is much more fun than modern G-Shock. And that's the good thing of owning a vintage model for the fun of it. The price itself I believe is not as expensive depending on the watch condition. You could look them up on Buy Japan, of course. This is not a sponsored video, but that is the only way you could pick this up, I think. Go to Buy Japan, go to your Japan auction or Mercari, which where I bought this from. So look them up. Just key in DW620 and you're probably gonna find this. Most of the time, the bezel's already cracked. It's already like closing to 30 years old, 3 decades old G-Shock. Fortunately, in my case, I've still managed to get one in mint condition. This is the original bezel, the original strap, except the keeper is not, but everything else still intact. I don't know how the previous owner kept this, but oh my goodness. The timer's already off just now at the 5-minute marks. Look at that. Now the yellow part just lights up. Alright, now you get the point. Back to what I was saying. The condition does matter. If you could find a third-party replacement parts, then buy the watch. It is so cheap, but without the bezel. Even though if you could find a bezel, I guess the price is still fair. And this is a really nice G-Shock watch for you to, you know, if you have a kid, if you want to give it away to someone, it's not as expensive. You have a lot of history on it, some heritage. I mean, since it is old and it's still perfectly running, that alone already tells you guys how good the build quality is. You can't say the same with modern G-Shock, right? Anyway, I guess that will summarize all the things that you need to know about the watch. Of course, I'll show you guys the close-up, the wrist shots and everything, but for this video, that will summarize everything. Maybe next time I'll make a video on this guy as well. This is called the DW610, another version of the same watch but different design. I'll talk about it later. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.